Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Hey, I'm gonna call it Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, in hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I'm your ex corporate grinder. I used to work in a call center environment, corporate world for many years, working 12, 14, 16 hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, until my pancreas, out of all things, shut down, quit, said I'm done, and left me unemployable and nothing to fall back on. So that sucked. And so now I got redirected to this whole online space, and I help folks just like you, just like me, to start a business online, and we grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, if you like the idea of having another source of income, and you like the idea of it being flexible, thank you. Then drop the word side gig in the comments, and I'll get back with you after this live. Let's go. Hey, don't mind me, I'm wearing my robe because it is a little bit chilly. And if you know me, I don't like the cold. I like the warmness. And so I got my little robe on. Besides, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning in California. So where are you tuning in from? Curious. Why are we having issues with all of the line folks? What is happening here? Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. Hold on, folks. I gotta see if I can get us to go. Mm, Okay, hold on. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Give me a sec. Give me a second, please. Let's see. Here's what we do. Let me see if I can work this. Give me a second. I gotta. We gotta make sure we're live on all platforms, you guys. Very quickly here. I promise it'll be worth it. You'll like this one. You'll like this one. Alright, let me see there. Okay. I think we may have it now. Yeah. We are gonna happen, I think. Alright, I'm gonna continue because I have a feeling it's gonna come through. We'll see. Well, kind of threw me off a little bit. It doesn't come through. I'll think of something else. Anyway, I'm not sure why it's not coming through. And I don't want to disconnect and redo it. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. So, I am listening to an audiobook. It's called Force Your Mind to Do Hard Things. That's a good title. That's a good subject. Force your mind to do hard things. And it gave me some ideas. I mean, it really opened up my mind about being disciplined. And disciplined, I thought I had an idea of what it was, but listening to this audiobook um, kind of changed my mind a little bit. One thing it says is just, our mind always likes to choose more comfortable things over hard things. So you got to train your mind in order to do hard things, right? You, it's easy when you have a choice between doing a hard thing and doing something that's not so hard and it's in your comfort zone. You immediately gonna go towards the easier thing, right? And that's not how things happen in the disciplined world, right? So he says, I love this. This is when discipline is born. It's when you notice the easier option, you feel its pull, and still you move in the opposite direction. That's so good. Let me say that again. You notice the easier option, you feel its pull, but yet you still move in the opposite direction. That's when the discipline is born. It's that decision right there, choosing the opposite direction than what's easy. It's that decision right there, repeated consistently, that's going to really work out that muscle, if you would, right? And it's like you're taking it's like you're taking power back from your impulses, because your impulse is going to say what? uh, some people are born bad, and so what's going on, Kaylee? So it's like you take power back from your impulses, because your impulses are going to move you towards the comfort zone, right? So it's asking you, your mind is constantly gonna choose what feels good now versus what brings growth in the future. Think about that. Your mind is always going to choose what feels good now versus what brings growth in the future. Especially nowadays, we live in a world that it's so instantaneous, right? You snap a finger, you got your food, you got your entertainment, you got everything you want at your fingertips. It's such an immediate gratification world right now, right? Well, it's asking you to pay attention to when you have to choose comfort over something that's not so comfortable. You got to pay attention to those times when, um, it's easy to choose what's comfortable, and it's hard to choose what's takes a little bit more action, right? So you got to ask yourself every time this happens, ask yourself, what is the harder choice? If you just cooked and you're about to eat, is it harder to wash the dishes now, or to leave the dishes in the sink and wash it whenever? So the harder decision would be to wash the dishes now. So the one thing you want to do is always choose the harder decision. Now, what's going to happen is that you keep switching to that uh, opposite direction. You keep switching from easy to hard, then your mind is going to get tamed. It's going to get trained, and it's gonna after a while it's gonna know that you're not gonna choose what's comfortable, what's easy. You want to act before excuses show up fast. Because the moment you wait, the longer you wait, excuses pile up. Why? Because your mind looks for them, looks for reasons to be comfortable. You don't want to give yourself room. Now, here's the thing, um, choosing the hard choice, it's not going to feel good always, especially at first. Look, for example, it's 3:18 in the morning. I'm very sleepy and tired, and I'm wearing my robe. It's kind of chilly, right? And the easier choice would be not to do this live. That would be the easy choice. However, here we are. Why? Because the harder choice is what I like to go with, and I don't want to miss a live, right? So you want to act before the excuses show up. You don't want to give yourself room for that. You want to ask yourself, hey, what's harder here? To sit on the couch after I come home, or work on that project, or on that side bit in business for an hour? The harder choice would be obviously to work on that side gig, right? And that's the one you want to choose. And remember, I just love this again. I want to say it again. Discipline is born when you notice the easier option, you feel its pull, but yet you move in the opposite direction. I it's I'll leave you with this. It's you choosing strength over weakness, right? And here's one thing I want to share with you. I'm a work in progress myself. There's many times that I choose the easy way out. That's the truth. Don't want to, but I do sometimes. But I'm working at it. That's why I'm a work in progress all the time, right? And I pray that you are as well. So with that, my apologies for going live this late. Well, for some of you it's early, but this is super late, especially when I preached about a couple of days ago. Preached about going to sleep early. Work in progress. What can I tell you? So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you feel like you know somebody who should hear this, would get value from this, like you have, then tag them to this. Let's go. And if you're not following me, you can if you'd like to. I recommend you follow me on multiple platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. And I go with Side Gig Sean. So, with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to be in a call center environment, corporate world for many, many years, putting in 12, 14, 16-hour days, working 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until I became unemployable. My pancreas shut down. Don't work no more. And yeah, left me unemployable, and with nothing to fall back on. So I got redirected to this whole online space, gig economy, if you will. And now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side gig online, and we grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, drop the word side gig in the comments, and I got you. I'll get back with you after, well, not after this live. I may say hi after this live, but we'll get back to you tomorrow. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.